We are wasting no time jumping into things here on this Sunday night.
Iowa football was all the talk in Iowa City, and that continues right now.
There were multiple times in the game Saturday night where Iowa could have shut out Pittsburgh, but it came right down to the end.
Ian Murphy walks us through Iowa's battle on the gridiron. Ian?
Always when these two teams meet, it got physical. The Hawkeyes came out ahead 27-24, but not without a dogfight. Kicker Marshall King got the Hawkeyes on the board early in the first with a field goal. And later quarterback C.J. Beathard called his own number from 9 yards out to give the Hawkeyes a 10-0 lead. Beathard would finish with 39 yards and a touchdown on the ground. The lead would not last long, however. Jumping ahead to the fourth quarter, the game was tied at 17-all. Running back Jordan Canzeri struck first in the fourth for the Hawkeyes, punching the ball in from the 1-yard line. It was Canzeri's second touchdown on the day. After a review, the play was confirmed that it was indeed a touchdown. Defensive end Nate Myers sacked Pitt's Nathan Peterman to set up a 4th and 15. Pitt, however, would convert and then scored 2 plays later from a Peterman pass to wide receiver Tyler Boyd. And with 52 seconds left, the Hawkeyes got the ball, and C.J. Beathard scrambled 3 times to set up what would become a legendary play.
You know, we did a good job executing the plays there and got him within range, and he made a great kick to win the game.
That great kick came from Kane, who booted himself into legendary status and the Hawkeyes to 3-0 and Kinnick Stadium into pandemonium. This is only the 6th time in head coach Kirk Ferentz's career that he's started a season 3-0. For Daily Iowan TV Sports, I'm Ian Murphy.
Wow, Ashlyn, that was a once-in-a-lifetime game.
I know, sitting front row was an unforgettable experience. Since it was the very first night game since 2012, football reporters Taylor Brooks and Laura Bulanda quizzed some Hawkeye fans on their knowledge.
What was the last year that we had a night game here in Iowa City?
Sam's freshman year. Can I phone a friend?
Before us, so it would have been 2012.
You're right.
When was the last time Iowa had a night game?
Oh, I know that.
Oh, 2012.
Nice.
2012.
We got a quick one on our hands.
Oh, that would be 2013.
2012.
Oh.
How many years, including this year, has head coach Kirk Ferentz coached here?
Ooh, I'd say in the 20.
I'm just gonna smile.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I do not know it.
17 years.
You're right. 13.
I'm gonna say 15.
I don't know.
Just do a guess.
16. I don't know.
17. You're close.
The 17th season.
17 years?
Those are some tough questions. I don't even know if I would be able to get those right.
Me neither, but those people did really well. Saturday night was definitely crazy, as you can tell, and the meaning of the night turned out to be so much more.
And Taylor Brooks tells us why. Taylor?
Some of you may recognize this very spot, but for those of you who don't, this is where the Iowa football team walks out for every single home football game. Now that alone is very symbolic to this Iowa family, but on Saturday night, it meant even more.
5 years ago, Kinnick Stadium stood as Brett Greenwood's main stage. In his senior season, Greenwood led the Big Ten in interceptions with 5 and is tied for 6th all-time at Iowa with 12. In 2011, just 1 year after his senior year, Greenwood collapsed in his old high school gym due to a heart arrhythmia. The doctors told his family that Brett would never be able to walk again or see. But when he walked the Iowa football team out on their 3rd game of the season, he defied the odds.
You know, the will, the determination that Brett Greenwood has exemplified since 2011, I think some of that rubbed off on our team.
The emotional setting of the game might have been a concern to some, but to many, it served as motivation.
It was just very emotional because he's just gone through so much. You know, he was told that he wouldn't even be able to see, wouldn't be able to walk, and the amount of work that he's done and the success that he's had from all the trials he's been given, it's just so amazing to be behind a guy like that.
Pat Angerer was one person that helped walk out with Greenwood. Angerer is also a former Iowa player and is always Greenwood's right-hand man throughout the road to recovery.
Words can't describe that whole thing, and then I'd back it up to last night. His dad Dave spoke to the football team, and then Pat Angerer followed up.
The usual swarm was a little different for the Hawkeyes Saturday night when they walked behind Greenwood, and the crowd was in awe.
The fact that Brett was able to walk us out is amazing. I mean, people told him he wasn't going to walk, and he said, no, I'm going to walk, and I'm going to lead the swarm out, and for him to be able to do that is amazing.
There are no questions about how close this Iowa football family is, and that was proved once again on Saturday night. Inside Kinnick Stadium, this has been Taylor Brooks for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
I don't think that crowd could have gotten any louder on Saturday night.
Not at all, and hopefully they keep this streak alive against North Texas next week.
We continue our football coverage on Monday night, where Laura Bulanda goes more in depth about that beautiful game-ending field goal.
Back to you guys at the desk.